Hello everyone, welcome back to my video. I have initiated a revision classes of UGC NET Commerce Paper 2 session 2020 December cycle. As I have started the Unit 5 of Stats and Research Method, this is the subtopic of the Unit 5. Okay. Here we will understand what is correlation and regression. Okay, so first we will understand what is correlation. So correlation means it's a relationship that exists between two or more variables. Okay, if two variables are related in such a way that change in one variable causes a change in the other variable. Clear? See, for example, let us take a two variable, that is one is height and the other is weight. Okay, say 40, 20, 30, here we say 25, 28, 32. Okay, so what we say is, as the height, this is 30, okay, 20, as the height, see 40, when the height is 40, the weight is 25, when height is 20, the weight is 28, and then when height is 30, the weight is 32. Okay, so what we see here is, we see what is the relation between these two variables. Okay, so studying the relation between two variables is known as correlation. Clear? Now we'll see correlation analysis. What is correlation analysis? So correlation is a statistical tool. Okay, it's a statistical tool because it is basically used in statistics. It's a statistical tool which measures the degree and direction. Okay, it measures the degree. Degree means highly positive, highly negative. Okay, and direction means whether it is moving upward or whether it is moving downward. Clear? Of what? Of two variables, because correlation studies the relationship between two variables. Clear? Okay. Now we'll see the types of correlation. Okay, what is the types of correlation? The first is positive correlation. In positive correlation, we'll see both the variables will either increase. If the variable 1 is increasing, the other variable will also show an increase. Okay, so this is a positive relation, means they are moving on the same direction. Okay, if we draw a graph, we see that x is also increasing, y is also increasing. So this is a positive correlation. Clear? In the converse of the positive, if the variable x and y, if variable x is increasing but the variable y is decreasing. Okay, so what we see, there is an opposite relationship between them. Okay, so this shows that there is a negative relationship between x and y. Okay, so the graph will be downward slope. So what will be the example of negative? See, demand and price. Okay, demand and price. When the demand of a product increases, when the price is low. Okay, when the price will high, the demand will decrease. Okay, so this is the example of the negative correlation. Clear? Now we'll see what is the neutral correlation. Neutral correlation means there is no relation between the two variables. Okay, there will no relation between two variables, means a person is getting fat is no relation with the sleeping. Okay, we can't say that the person who sleeps more becomes fat. Okay, so if there is no relation between the two variables, the relation is neutral. Clear? The next is multiple correlation. Multiple correlation means the relation between two or more variables, three or more variables. Okay, we can say x, y, and z. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 12, 16, 18, 21, 23, 25, 30. Okay, so what we say is if we depict the relationship between two or three or more variables, then we will say that it's a multiple correlation. Okay. The next is linear and non-linear correlation. What is linear correlation? If the amount of change in one variable bears a constant ratio to the amount of change in the other variable. Okay. So for example, here we'll see an example. See, this is milk and cheese. Okay. What we say is there is a constant increase. What is the difference between 10 and 20? 10. 20 and 30, 10, 30 and 40, 10. In the same way we see this. This is a multiple of 2, that is 2, difference is 2, difference is 2. Okay. So what we say is the difference of the ratio between them is constant. Okay. So this is a linear correlation. Okay. And the graph will be shown upward direction. Clear? Okay. Now we'll move to the non-linear, or say we can say curvilinear correlation. Non-linear correlation says that it does not bear a constant ratio. Okay, there will be no constant increase or no constant decrease. If we draw on the graph, we'll form a curve and not a straight line. Okay, see the figure I have drawn here it is curved, and the difference we say is 2, then again 2, and here 2. Okay, but here 2, there is 3, and here is 3. Okay, so we see that there is no constant ratio increase. So this is a non-linear curvilinear, or can say curvilinear correlation. Clear? Okay. Now we will move to the methods of correlation. Okay, basically it is broadly it has been divided into two parts, that is graphic and the algebraic. Okay, in a graphic there are subdivided it in scattered and the graphic method. Okay, and in algebraic it has been divided into Karl-Pearson, rank method, and concurrent deviation. We'll see all the methods one by one. So first we'll start with the scatter method. Scatter diagram. See, the diagram shows that we will depict the relationship with drawing the diagram on the graph. Okay, so here this figure, what this figure shows is if x variable increases, y also increases. Okay, we can say if price is increasing, the supply is also increasing. So this is the example of the positive correlation. Okay, when the graph will shows upward direction, it means there is a positive correlation. Clear? And when the slopes will show a downward relationship, then it shows that it is a negative correlation. Here we can say an example, the best example is price and demand. Okay, when the price increases, the demand of the product decreases. Clear? Now here what we say is if there is no relation, there will be no graph or there will be no line. Okay, fine. Now see here, what we see is all the points are very close to the line. It means it is highly positive correlation. Highly positive correlation. Clear? And in the same way, the slope, if it slopes downward and the points are very close to the line, then it is highly negative correlation. Clear? And in the same way, if there is no relation, then there will be no graph. Clear? Okay. Now we will move to the second method, that is algebraic method. And in algebraic method, the first method is Karl-Pearson method of correlation, which is also known as Pearson product moment. Okay, Pearson product moment. It is bivariate correlation. Okay, bivariate means it depicts the relationship between the two sets of data. Okay, and that data must be of linear correlation. Okay, and I have explained you what is linear correlation means. When there is a constant change between the two variables, then those variables can be known as a linear correlation. Clear? Now see, the Karl Pearson has a relationship, or we can say that Karl Pearson is the ratio of covariance and the product of standard deviation. Okay, or we can say that covariance of x and y divided by standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y. Clear? Now we'll see what is the value till where the Karl Pearson ranges. Okay, the value is +1 and -1. Means +1 is less than equal to Kp is less than equal to 1. So the value ranges from +1 and -1. Clear? Okay. Now we'll see what are the assumption of the Karl Pearson. Very important. Okay. So assumption is there must be a linear relationship between the two variables. Okay. We should keep outliers either minimum or ignore them. Clear? So these are the two basic assumptions what the Karl Pearson has kept. Clear? Okay. Now we'll see the formula of the Karl Pearson. Karl Pearson is denoted by R. Okay. The formula is R is equal to n summation of x and y minus summation x bracket close summation y bracket close divided by square root of n summation x square minus bracket close summation of x square, okay, multiplied n x y square minus summation of y square. Clear? So this is the formula of the Karl Pearson correlation coefficient. Okay. Now, as I have explained you in the scatter diagram, highly positive correlation, highly negative correlation. So here we will see mathematically how we can predict, how we can depict what is and how we can say that is perfect correlation, perfect negative correlation, or there is no relation. So here I have written some of the points. Okay, the first point is if R is equal to +1, we will say the perfect positive relation, because the graph will be wait a second. The graph will be positive and it will be on the line. Okay, so we can say that it is perfect positive relation. In the same way, if the curve slopes downward and the points are on the line, then it is perfect negative relation. Okay, and if R is equal to 0, then no relation. Clear? And if the relation is very close to 1, we can say it is highly positive. As I have written here, if the R is equal to plus 0.8 means or we can say here if R is wait a second, If R is greater than 0.5, we'll say it's a highly positive. Okay, positive. Okay, in some of the books it is written greater than 0.5, or in some other books it is written 0.7. Okay, so you can take any of the value, and in some other book it was written 0.8. So don't confuse it. Just remember, if it is very close to 1, we can say highly positive, and it's the negative value, if it is very close to negative value, we'll say highly negative correlation. Clear? Up to this is everything is clear? Okay, now give a thumbs up. Okay, now let's proceed towards the next. Properties. What are the properties of the Karl Pearson coefficient correlation? Okay, this is very important. Many times have question has been repeated from these properties only. Okay, so properties of every topic is very important. Okay, now we'll see what are the properties. Correlation has a relation between -1 and +1. Okay, we can say that -1 is less than equal to R, minus is less than equal to 1. Okay, means -1 and +1. Independent of origin and scale. I have explained you in my previous videos. Okay, so those who have not gone through my previous video, please go through it, so that before coming to this video, there are some points which I have explained in previous video, and here I have not explained the same thing. Okay, because we are doing a revision, so I am not wasting mainly much more of time. Okay, so it's a independent of origin and independent of scale. Clear? Two independent variables are uncorrelated, but converse is not true. Means two independent variables are uncorrelated. Independent variable means the variables which are not dependent, so they are uncorrelated. But if those independent variables are uncorrelated, then the converse will not be true. Clear? Now we'll move to the next formula, or we can say next next step. Okay, that is Spearman rank, which was discovered by C. Spearman in 1904. Okay, instead of taking two variables for measurement of correlation, he considered the rank order. Okay, he considered the rank order. He did not take into consideration the correlation of the two variables, as we have seen in the Karl Pearson. Okay, so in this Spearman rank, the Spearman has taken the rank order of observation. He has ranked all the variables, and then after that he has drawn the conclusion. Okay, the formula will be 1 minus 6 summation of d square divided by n square minus 1. Clear? As we are drawing it from sample, that's why we are doing here n square minus 1. If we will draw if the population is less than 30, then we will write here only n. Clear? So if the population is very large, or we can say infinite, so to make a finite set, we use here -1. Clear? Okay. When two or more ranks are equal, see, when we give a rank, it can happen that there can be more ranks of same thing. Okay, so in that situation, what we will do is we'll follow this formula. Clear? Okay. Now the third method is concurrent deviation method. Concurrent deviation method is based on the direction of change, or we can say a variation in two paired variables. Clear? Denoted by RC. It also ranges between +1 and -1. Clear? Formula is RC is equal to plus minus. See, this is the formula. Okay, in your exam, the formula is the basic thing which always used to come in the option. So you have to remember the formula very minutely. Clear? Okay, so this is the formula. Now see, I will explain you how to learn this formula. Okay, this C is the positive of the rank. Okay, see, I have taken an example. This is the series X, this is series Y. Okay, So how we will draw? We will first take the difference of x, means how the x is reacting with y. See, x is greater than, matlab x is in, matlab x has been increasing to y by 12. Okay, so there is a positive relation. Clear? So we'll write here plus. So 2, before x was 2, now it has been 1, so it is decreasing, so we'll write here negative sign. We will follow all these in the same thing, in the same manner. Okay, now what we'll see, we'll also do it with the dy, difference of y, how the y is reacting with x. So y is 12 and x is 4, so y 12 is decreasing to 4, so we will write here negative sign. Okay, now we will have a product of dx and dy. We will take only the consideration of positive sign. So how many positive is there? 1. Only one positive sign. Clear? So the formula was that 2c minus n divided by n. So c is what? How many positive signs are there? There is only one positive sign. So we are writing here only 1. And minus 5, 5 is the population. Clear? So we will calculate this like this. Fine. Now we'll see what are the merits and demerits. The merits easy to compute, easy to understand, because it's very easy, because we have to put a sign over there, so it's very easy to compute. And what is the demerit? The basic demerit is it indicates only the direction, and which is not useful for the long-term changes. If there is a small and a big variation, how we will know? Because we are just putting a sign over there now, so we are not able to depict how much increase, by how much the quantity is increasing or decreasing. So this is the basic demerits of the concurrent deviation correlation. Clear? So this was all about the correlation. Hope you have liked this video. If you have liked this video, please do share to your friends so that they can also revise all over it. So thank you for watching this video and have a nice day.